Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Let's talk about the power of belief, the placebo effect, and also the power of doubt, the nocebo effect, which is a real thing that you need to know about. So welcome in. Much love, Trav here. A little photo from Thanksgiving with my bro. Was a good time. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here with me, and I've been reading this book called The Biology of Belief. I don't have it in front of me. I think it was like Bruce Lipton or something like that. The Biology of Belief. And I was reading a really interesting story. So we know about the placebo, and we're going to talk about ramifications of that, but findings that the placebo effect when it comes to medicine, fake surgery was as effective as real surgery for knee surgery. Some guy had his basically fake surgery. They sedated him and cut his knee, but didn't actually do anything, and then just stitched the cuts back up. And he went from a cane to playing basketball with his grandchildren. And then they had to come to him 2 years later and be like, yo, dude, you never have surgery. And he's like, God damn, the mind, or God bless, the mind is a fucking miracle, right? So the story is about that. And also clinically, they showed that when it comes to antidepressants, placebos are only a couple points off when we're talking about 50, 60 points, something really negligible. So we'll come back to the power of belief, the placebo effect, but I want to come back to the power of doubt because this is also very important and something that we're going to have to look at and evaluate seriously. So there was also, this is really fascinating, is if you believe that you can't, you can't. If you believe that you're going to die, you may actually die. You look at so there's a doctor who diagnosed someone with esophageal cancer of the throat, and told him, like, dude, you're gonna die. Everyone knew esophageal cancer is lethal, and the guy dies only a couple weeks after diagnosis. They autopsy him and find he has no cancer in his esophagus. He did have a little cancer in him, in his liver and stuff like that, but it wasn't really enough to kill him. It hadn't spread yet. So he died with cancer, but not because of cancer. So the question is, like, why did he die? Why did this guy die? And the shocking reason is the nocebo effect, like the power of belief that he was going to die, the power of doubt that he's not going to live. Actually, if you tell people something's not going to work, you tell people they're going to die, you tell people they're going to fail, more often than not, they actually are going to believe you, and or they're going to not believe, and it's going to have a real effect. So this is something that you have to look at in your own life, for your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own state of being, where you're at. Are you expecting, are you the type of person who thinks that you can, and takes even a rational belief, knowing that the placebo effect has your back and God has your back? Or are you feel that you're hyper-rational and you dismiss that, and you think that it's not possible and that you don't control your own destiny and that no one has your back? You got to be careful what you believe, because that can have real effects on your success in life, whether you live a long time or you die of imaginary esophageal cancer, right? So go ahead and look through your thoughts and look at what you believe. And also, I think this is a reason why religious people live longer. The longest living people are Seventh-day Adventists, or in the West at least, and then a lot of them after that are Okinawans. You look at the Blue Zones, the longest living people, and the Greek islands. And these people are religious, not necessarily like very structurally religious, but they have personal relationships with God, and thank God, and they live longer. Why? Power of belief. Why does prayer work to heal? Power of belief, right? Why does prayer not work for some people who don't believe it doesn't work? A nocebo effect, right? You got to be very careful what you believe. And I think it's okay to go irrational if possible and say, extreme ownership, I have total control of my situation. Is that true? No. Is it useful if you believe that it's true? Yes, right? So you want to adjust your mindset to make it as beneficial and useful for you as possible, and just believe that you can do it, believe that you can make it, believe it's going to be all right, believe that everything's going to work out, believe that God has your back, believe that you're going to make it, and everything's going to come together, right? If you believe that it's not, you know, everything's fake and it's all bullshit and you're gonna die and there's no God and all this, it's probably not going to work out too well for you. So that's really interesting. Just want to wake you guys up to that and draw some attention to that. So I appreciate you. Much love. Let me know what you think in the comments. Examine your own thoughts and holler at me down below. So thank you and speak to you soon. Peace.